Good morning, everybody. In the last class, we have discussed Rio de Janeiro. What was the main concern of that convention? Now we move into the next point, conservation of resources. We live on land. Land is the most important natural resource. About 94% of our basic needs are
shelter, food, clothing,
come from land. We perform all our activities on land and we use it in different ways. But irrational consumption and overutilization of resources may lead to socio-economic and environmental problems. How do we overcome these problems? To overcome these problems, resource conservation at various levels is important. This was the main concern of the leaders in the past. For example, Gandhiji. His main concern about resource conservation in these words. There is enough for everybody's need, but not for anybody's greed. Gandhiji was totally against of mass production and wanted to replace it with the production by the masses. In the beginning I told you, land is the most important natural resource. So now we move into that point, what is land resource? As I told you before, land resource is important because human beings not only live but also perform all economic activities. It is used by human beings for
settlement, transport, agriculture, and communication systems.
Even most of the clothing requirements of man comes from land. About 95% of human food requirements are made from land. It is an asset. Land is a limited space. In that sense, it is called as finite magnitude. Land is a finite magnitude. How? The total land area we can't use because there are
mountains, plateaus.
In that sense, land is a finite magnitude. Therefore, it is important to use the available land resource for various purposes with careful planning. This finite magnitude again categorized into mountains, plateaus, plains and island. Only 43% of land area is plain, which provides facilities for agriculture and industry. And the 30% of the total area covered by mountains. And the 27% of total area is plateau region. Possesses of rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels and forest. To understand how this land utilized. Next, land utilization. When we compare land area with water, we can understand one thing. Land area is limited. As I told you before, land, it is a finite magnitude. There is a limitation for it. Some available land area always we cannot use. How? For example, in the rainy season, some parts we cannot use. How? I think if there is a flood. When water increasing, then land area automatically decreased. We cannot use the plain area too. We are going to discuss how this land utilized. Again, there is categories. First one, forest. There will be trees, animals. It is the gift of nature. Second category is land is not available for cultivation. Again, it is categorized into two. First one is barren and wasteland. We know that there is land used for cultivation. At the same time, some other land we cannot use for cultivation. Why? In some states, for example in Rajasthan, we can see the desert area which we can use for cultivation. We can see human beings are staying there. How? With the limited water resource they can live. But for cultivation, we need more water. In that sense, that area, that land we cannot use. That is barren and wasteland. What is barren land? It's a dry land. There is no possibility for water resource. Point is land put to non-agricultural uses. As I told you before, there is some area of land we can use, some other area we cannot use. Where we cannot use for cultivation, the same area we cannot use for roads, industries or factories, for any other purpose we can use the same area. There is roads, buildings, industries and some other things. That area we can't use for cultivation. So I told you, the first thing, there is wasteland or barren land, and the second thing, where there is these roads and buildings, that area also we cannot use for agriculture. And the third point, other uncultivated land. First I told you forest area, and the second one, land is not using for agriculture. The third point is other uncultivated land. What is other uncultivated land? We can see under that again categorization. First is permanent pastures. What is that permanent barren area? Yes, there is permanent barren area. Before we have seen that we cannot use some area for cultivation. Here that is not a permanent barren area. In this category we are going to see that there is a permanent barren area. How it is a permanent barren area? In Rajasthan we can understand that there is a desert area. If we are trying to get water there or water supply, that is not useful for cultivation. But in previous case, the second area, barren and wasteland, I already told you the barren and wasteland, where we can't use for cultivation because there is no water resource, or we plan to try to get water resource there, there's a possibility. For agriculture or for cultivation, there is a possibility. But in that sense, that is not a permanent barren area. That is why it is not comes under permanent barren area. But in this case, it is a permanent barren area, or we cannot use that permanent barren area for agriculture. Second point of other uncultivated land is land under miscellaneous tree crops grows. We know that there are different types of trees are here.
Neem tree, Ashoka tree, Devadaru, coconut tree, mango tree.
Some of the trees takes years to grow. So in that sense, that area we cannot use for cultivation. Point is cultivable wasteland. There are land which can cultivate, but it is left uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. That land can be cultivated, but because of the particular reason, that land left uncultivated for more than 5 years. And the fourth point, fallow land. What is fallow? Fallow means empty land. In that, the fallow land again classified into two. First is current fallow land. What is current fallow land? Current means at present. The area which can be cultivated left for 1 year or less than 1 year. That means current fallow land. Due to the particular reason, that particular area they left, that is why it is called current fallow land. Cultivated every year they do, but only for a few months or 1 year. It is not cultivated. And the second first point is current fallow, and the second is other than current fallow. Already I told you that if there is a land left uncultivated for 1 year, it comes under current fallow land. But it is more than 1 year. Maybe it is 2 years, 3 years left uncultivated land. That is called as other than fallow land. The last point is net zone area. What is net zone area? We have already discussed many points, that is wasteland, dry land, forest, and trees. Many areas we cannot use for cultivation. Or the land where there is cultivated regularly is comes under dead zone area. Is using for cultivation every year without any gap, and that area is using for agriculture permanently. That area, the total area is comes under this net zone area. Today we discussed about land resources and land utilization. The land resource categorized into 3 points: mountains, plateaus, and plain area and island. And we discussed how we used that areas. Some of the area we can use for cultivation, and some other areas we cannot use for cultivation.